This is the new co-plating process in which nanopowders are adhered to complex shapes. This is the plating bath where the coating is taking place as we speak. The nickel anode is adhered to the end of a large ultrasonic transducer. Next to it is a physical agitator, which is simply a high-speed DC motor that has a small blade. These are both controlled by a homemade timer. You can see the top number is counting down, and every 5 minutes it turns on both of those agitations for 5 seconds. The ultrasonic transducer is being controlled by this homemade ultrasonic controller, which is simply the bottom half of a large ultrasonic bath, which I then modified to work as an on-off system instead of a time system. The top unit also has a DC output, and the 11.5 volts is what is driving the small mixing motor. The 110 is coming out the side, which then runs the ultrasonic transducer. The current that is doing the coating has an average, is being controlled by this device down here, and it is in this mode, it is current controlled. The average current is exactly 2 amps. And it is then being chopped, however, by a waveform generator that's running at a 500 hertz square wave, which goes into a solid-state relay chopper, which results in a wave shape that looks like this. So it's 500 hertz, 50% duty cycle, roughly 8 amps at the peak, and an average of only 2 amps with an off period that's 50% of the cycle. You'll notice that there is a serious negative jump at the off time due to the capacitance in the system, and that's just fine. It's actually beneficial. This is the device, the controller, that's used to do the pre-plating, because there is the pre-system where I clean the electrodes, and then I force with a wood strike a thin layer of nickel on top of the electrode before I do the coating process. This is the Hendor PC power supply, and it will allow me to control very exactly. You see that wave shape there is to mimic the wave shape that I'm getting from my own device. And with this, I'll then be able to move forward in identifying exactly what the preferred shape is. So in total, this is the coating process in the hood. This is where I do the electrical cleaning. This is where I do the wood strike to clean the device. This is called a hull cell, and it's used to identify ideal current densities for plating processes. In this coating right now, I'm not using that bath. I'm only using the ones I've indicated. Oh, the temperature is held. It says down here 70 degrees. That's the bath temperature to give me 65 within the bath itself. You just heard the cycle go on, and that was the mixing, that every 5 minutes is giving me a small mixing. I'm in the process now of identifying exactly how long and what combination of ultrasonic versus the physical mixing that I need. So I'm in the beginning of a full factorial experiment, which would take 3 days just to run.